Hello, welcome for this. I want us to go through green card permanent resident interview questions for the year 2025. How the questions are broken down, what is it that is expected of you, how do you respond. We will look at the questions, we will look at the answers, and then we see. The questions asked during green card permanent resident interview in the US can vary depending on the type of application, marriage-based, family-based, employment-based, but they generally assess your eligibility and the authenticity of your relationship if applying through marriage. For 2025, the types of questions are expected to be similar to those asked in previous years, although the specifics of the interview could vary depending on the circumstance of your case. Here is a list of common questions and potential answers for different green card interview scenarios. General green card, or what you're calling permanent resident interview questions. Your full name. What is your full name? Therefore, here you have to go ahead and provide your legal full name as per the documents you have submitted with your application. So you go ahead, you provide your legal full name as per the documents you have submitted with your application. Dates of birth. When were you born? So provide your correct birth of date. On how it appears on your documentations, whether it is passport, provide your correct date. Place of birth. So here you have to go ahead and say where you are born, provide your birth city and country. Current address. What is your current address? Here you provide the complete and correct address where you currently live. Marital status. What is your marital status? Whether you've been married, divorced, widowed, or single, you've got to go ahead and be faithful. And remember, if you're married and you're planning to come to the US, as always, you must provide evidence of marriage. That is through providing your marriage certificate. Marriage-based green card interview questions, common for spouses. How did you meet your spouse? Be specific and truthful. Mention where, when, and how you met. If you met in college, go ahead and tell them. If you met at workplace, go ahead and tell them. If it was at church function, also you've got to go ahead and mention that. When did you get married? Mention the city and the location. Was it court, religious institution, etc.? Go ahead and do that. What is your spouse's full name? Provide your spouse's full legal name. How long have you been married? Provide the duration of your marriage, including the date of your wedding. What are the names of your spouse's family members? Be familiar with the names of your spouse's parents, siblings, or other close relatives. Do you and your spouse share a bank account? Be honest. If you do, provide details. If you don't, be ready to also explain why you don't share a bank account with your spouse. Apart from that, what is your spouse's job? Provide your spouse's occupation, place of work, and any relevant details. Where does your spouse work? Provide the name of your spouse's employer and the type of work that they do. What is your spouse's favorite food? Be honest and give a genuine answer if you know this particular information. So you've got to go ahead and do that. Have you traveled together? If yes, where? Mention any trips or vacations you've taken together and where you went. What is your spouse's birthday? Provide your spouse's exact birth date. Do you have any children together? If applicable, provide information about any children you share. What is your spouse's daily routine? Describe a typical day for your spouse, e.g. work, exercise, hobbies. Where do you sleep at night? This question is often asked to verify that you live together as a married couple. So you've got to answer it truthfully. Employment-based green card interview questions and answers. What is the name of your employer? Provide the full name of your employer. What is your job title? Provide your job title as listed on your application. If you are a teacher, say I am a teacher. If you are an engineer, state which type of engineering field are you in. If you are a pilot, the same. If you are a driver, state your job title. What are your job responsibilities? Describe your main responsibilities and duties at work as a person. Apart from that, another question could be, how long have you been working at your current job? So provide the length of time you've worked for your current employer. If it is 2 years, say 2 years. If it is 10 years, you've got to be honest. What did you choose? Why did you choose this job? Explain your motivation for taking the position or the employment, the opportunity it provides, whether you're passionate about it, whether you went in there because of career growth and so forth. Give the reason why you chose that particular job. Family-based green card interview questions for parents or siblings. How did your relatives sponsor you? How did your relatives sponsor you? So explain, yeah, you've got to explain this. Yeah, how did your relatives sponsor you? So explain your relative filed the petition and the process involved. What is your relationship with the petitioner? Answer, clearly explain the nature of your relationship, e.g. son, daughter, sibling. Have you lived together with the petitioner? Answer, if applicable, mention whether you've lived together and for how long. Do you have any siblings? How many? Do you have any siblings? If so, how many are they? Be ready to provide details about your siblings, such as their names and their ages. What does your sponsor live? Where does your sponsor live? Mention the current address of your sponsor. This is for a person whereby now a parent is filing a green card petition for a child, a son. Yeah. Has your sponsor visited you recently? If applicable, mention if your sponsor has visited and provide the details of the visit. Additional general questions. What is your migration status now? Be honest about your current migration status, e.g. visa holder, undocumented, etc. Have you ever been arrested or convicted of a crime? If you have, explain the situation truthfully. It is essential to be honest about your background. Have you ever been denied entry into the US or had any migration violations? Answer truthfully and explain any past issues if applicable. Why do you want to get a green card? Your reasons could include stability, career opportunities, or joining family members. Do you plan to leave the US after you get your green card? If you plan to remain in the US, mention that. If not, explain your plans clearly. Tips for your interview: be honest. Lying during green card interview can lead to serious consequences, including denial of your application or deportation. Prepare. Make sure you are familiar with the details of your case and relationship. Bring all necessary documents. Be calm. Interviews can feel stressful, but staying calm and confident will help you answer the questions more effectively. Follow the instruction. Answer the questions as directly and clearly as possible without offering unnecessary information. So you've got to be honest. Prepare for your interview, because interview requires a lot of preparation. Be calm also during the process. Then follow the instruction. With this in place, I believe you will be prepared for you to do your interview. Remember to hit that subscription button, like, share, comment, and let us do this together as always. Thank you so much.